Hi there, this is Sham. I'm one of the co founders of BanyanBoard.com. We're going to be talking about how BanyanBoard makes the life of training creators extremely easy by creating professional quality videos that are appropriate for broadcasting and publication. So, what is Banyan? Banyan is a whiteboarding tool that lets you whiteboard on top of recorded videos, on top of your screens to generate rich content out of these screen recordings and videos. And who can use Banyan? Really, anybody trying to prepare rich content that is going to be consumed by listeners and students really needs Banyan. We'll see an example of how coaches, trainers, or training material creators can use Banyan to develop rich content using their videos. Let's start with an example of a anatomy class. This picture here of a brain could be a screenshot, it could be an image, or it could be a video. All of these can be annotated quickly on Banyan. Let's see how for a second. In this example here, I have been able to draw on the video what I want to communicate to my students, and here I'm marking a part on the brain and saying this is what we're going to talk about next. Banyan not only lets you annotate and talk over static images, but also over moving videos if you find that helpful to illustrate a concept. Here we are seeing the three-dimensional view of the brain, and the instructor can talk on top of it. Banyan also lets you put powerful subtitles while you're describing content in your video. These subtitles can be written in a number of languages, like shown here, where I've written the same thing in English, French, and Hindi. Besides subtitles in different languages, you can choose to use emojis to bring humor and power to the content you're putting in your subtitles. And finally, you as the instructor can record yourself while you're talking about your content with full background subtraction without having to worry about being in a production quality background. So you see me here sitting in my living room and doing this recording, and you're not able to see my background. You can choose to keep your camera off like I'm doing now, or you can choose to keep it on and focus on yourself so that the student is paying more attention to you than the content at this point, which is very commonly done in professional videos, all with the click of a button. Once you create your video, everything that you create is available via Banyan's cloud platform for you and your students to interact and search and share knowledge on. This is a folder level view of all the different recordings we have done around education, and such recordings can be access controlled and shared with different students or different batches of students as you choose. Our access controls are very similar to all the state of the art Googles and remaining cloud providers of the world, where one can provide viewer, editor, owner level access for different users in the organization. You also get to choose who you invite into the organization and have different users join Banyan so that they can see the content you choose to share with them. If you would like to share your content publicly, Banyan lets you share your content publicly as well. This cloud platform is not just a repository of your curated videos. This is a platform where you or your students can further highlight and annotate on top of the videos. Like, for example, here, somebody is asking a question on the video that you have recorded, and you have the opportunity to provide answers back to these questions. These questions and annotations on videos immediately appear to the right and are clickable, and one can have conversations that are recorded between you and your students there. This same capability can also be used by instructors to put bookmarks on their videos so that students can navigate faster to content within their videos, and you can also provide some context and textual context around what you're seeing next to these bookmarks. This is an example of two individuals interacting around some content on the video and some Q&A going on. And as you review this Q&A, if you find interesting annotated sections of your video, you can download them as these annotated images and stills. And finally, all of the content you're generating, all of the textual annotations, all of the folders, files are completely searchable so that as you have a rich platform of education and training material, both you and your students have a rich interaction experience. All right, so that was a quick overview of Banyan and its capabilities. If you're interested in reaching out to me, my email is shyam.siva@woodseric.com. Thank you for listening.